Damn, if there's one person who has been receiving all sorts of strays since the Diddy allegations, it's Jay-Z. Well, by extension, his wife Beyoncé has received a couple of strays too. But we all know that when the jabs are coming from 50 Cent, baby, they hurt like hell. So has 50 also joined the train of people implying that Beyoncé is in her coming out era and that Jay-Z is nothing but a beard. Okay? Y'all. 50 Cent already shaded Jay-Z when he said that he is laying low until Diddy situation. Blows over when he captioned his wild post of Jay-Z's face in hibernation. He ain't coming outside till this ish with Puff. Blow over, no brunch, no lunch, no dinner. LOL, I'm all you got, I'm outside, honey. I was just cracking up over the photo. 50 Cent. Used because I don't think there's any photo worse than that of Jay-Z. But you know what else had me on the floor? The comment section, child. Y'all are nasty for saying that the photo was probably taken from Diddy's ring cam, and y'all who were joking about how that's the face. Beyoncé seasoned missionary, oh my god. Anyway, 50 also captioned a picture of a Jay-Z missing ad on a cartoon of milk. Anybody seeing JLOL Puff said the ninja ain't answering his phone, LOL, but of course, if you know 50, you know that this isn't the first time he is dragging the Carters. There was a time 50 Cent was also talking about the importance of relationships in the music industry. And in the process, he raised a few eyebrows when he insinuated it was Hov's marriage to Bey and not necessarily his talent that has contributed to his mainstream success.
Even Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyoncé is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyoncé. Right? And you go prior to that.
Okay, 50 Cent also dragged Queen Bee into his longtime rivalry with her husband during an interview on The Breakfast Club where he recalled Bey once stepping to him in Vegas while he was greeting Ho because she assumed that he was confronting her. Then boyfriend 50 claimed, Beyonce jumped down from a window ledge and was ready to fight him, admitting the encounter caught him completely by surprise.
You know what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see.
50 Cent also previously clowned Jay-Z for apparently running around like a gay painter. So if there's ever any shade thrown at the Carters, best believe that he's going to join in. And this time, there's a lot of conversation going on about Beyoncé liking both men and women, and sources are already revealing that 50 Cent has made a few comments behind the scenes. Baby, these rumors about Bey aren't really new, because they actually go back to when Beyoncé collaborated with Emile on. I got that, and Ale said in an interview that Beyoncé was in love with her and that she's actually queer now. If you go looking for that interview, you will not find it. But there have always been rumors that Emile saying that Beyoncé was in love with her is part of the reason why she no longer has a career. There were also rumors that Emile was having an affair with Jay-Z, but she shut that one down, saying that Jay-Z was more like a brother to her. But about Beyoncé, Emile said that Beyoncé actually made romantic advances toward her, and she shut her down back in the day. There were also rumors that Beyoncé allegedly had too close of a relationship with her female guitar player that she used to feature on tour, and as if those instances weren't enough. Someone else who suggested that Beyoncé is into women is Lady Gaga. There's an interview where Lady G got said about working with Beyoncé on telephone. We had an amazing time working together on our video, and it just kind of works out because we both like women. So did Lady Gaga mean that Beyoncé likes women in general and likes to support them, or was she actually implying that Beyoncé is into women? Also, let's not forget that there were rumors back in the day that Rita Ora allegedly had a threesome with B.A. and Jay-Z. Oh, it goes on loves something else. Is those reports from 2007 that claimed that Beyoncé was really enjoying the company of female strippers at a club. One such report even claimed that Beyoncé was spotted at the box with 3 girlfriends enjoying the club's risque show, surrounded by a huge bodyguard and protective curtains around their table. A source then said at the time, Beyoncé was really making the most of the strip show she was on the table in the VIP balcony cheering loudly as 2 girls got naked and licked each other's feet. She stayed until 3:30 in the morning. There was also another account of a different time where a woman said that while they were dancing at a club, she sat on Ba's lap, and Beyoncé specifically told her, "Don't start something you can't finish." Child, we've also had people note that Beyoncé has used the BI colors several times, like in the lighting for her Complex magazine covers, both in 2003 and 2013. And there have been a few other instances like performances by Beyoncé where she used the same lighting effect. Someone else shared pictures of Beyoncé practically wearing lesbian color-themed clothing, and while they may look just like colors, anyone who knows Beyoncé very well knows that things don't just happen. Coincidentally, she's always dropping hints and clues about things, so to a lot of people, the frequent use of the colors may not be a coincidence. In addition, we've also had Jaguar Wright claiming that if anything, we should believe that 1, Beyoncé is a witch, and 2, Beyoncé is into women. Okay, what happened was that Jaguar was talking about how, by now, we should all have clocked that Beyoncé is a witch, and she was not talking about her being a witch as an insult. Jaguar was implying that BA actually practices voodoo. Nobody want to accepted that. Jag actually talked about that female drummer, Kimberly Thompson, who accused BA of extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and casting spells on her. Kimberly filed a restraining order against Beyoncé, saying that BA was utilizing spells to tap her phone and control her finances, all to keep her under surveillance, and these actions were reportedly part of a campaign orchestrated by Beyoncé against her. Kimberly also blamed Bey for the loss of many jobs, theft of homes, the death of her pet kitten, and her numerous broken relationships, among other things. I mean, what else is left in...
But they wouldn't give her a restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyoncé and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding...
That's when Jag also dropped the bombshell that Beyoncé is also into women. The thing is, Jag was talking about how Beyoncé could hardly keep her legs together back in the day, and she was carelessly hooking up with the men Matthew knows hired to work with her now. According to what Jay said, Beyoncé's father thought that by having more females working with her, that would eliminate the problem. But Beyoncé ended up hooking up with all the females allegedly
together Beyoncé's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyoncé to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls.
You, honey, if there's one thing that we've learned about Jaguar so far, it's that she never says things out of the blue. And so far, a lot of the things that she said in the past have proven to be true. So if she's out here talking about Bey likes women, maybe she's actually onto something. And you know, when it comes to Beyoncé, even many of Bia's most loyal fans were saying that Beyoncé appeared to have come out during her Renaissance era. Yes, she paid homage to the various individuals who inspired the project, like her uncle Johnny, who was gay and passed away due to complications with HIV/AIDS, describing him as her godmother, and the first person to expose her to a lot of the music and the culture that served as inspiration for the album. She also honored all of the pioneers in the community and all of the fallen angels whose contributions have gone unrecognized for far too long. But to some people, that album was her trying to communicate that she's in her Beyon era. And let me not even begin with some of the lyrics from the album that were basically screaming that she's coming out. I mean, she literally sings about coming straight out of the jungle to groove on the dance floor and eating someone called Caroline Baby. Apparently, 50 Cent has been taking note of the conversation and is already gearing up to clown Jay-Z for being a beard. Maybe he's just looking for the perfect picture to drop with another one of his posts. But meanwhile, let me know what you think of the allegation that Beyoncé is into women in the comments section below.